Son, we need to tell you something.
Yes, Mom?
I'm sorry to say it, but your dog, well, he's gone.
He's dead?
No, son, he's not dead. He went to a farm a long way away, and I'm sorry, but you won't be able to see him anymore.
What?
Son, I know it's sad for you, but rest assured, Fido is having a lot of fun on this farm. It's a great place for a dog.
There are big pastures where he's able to run and play all he wants. The weather is always beautiful there. They feed him anything he wants whenever he's hungry, and all the other animals are really nice.
But why? Why did he have to go there?
Listen, I know you're going to miss him, and we are too. But this is the best thing that could ever have happened to him. What's really important is that from now on, he's going to be perfectly happy forever.
Okay. Mom? Dad?
Yes, son?
Remember how you always used to say that Fido went to a farm?
Yes?
Well, I have to admit, it always seemed a little weird to me.
How so?
Well, it was just so sudden, and every time I asked if I could go see him, you said no.
We already explained that, son. We can't go see him. The farm's just too far away.
And I was never allowed to call the farmer to ask how he was doing.
We told you there was no phone. But why did you need to check anyway? You know everything there is perfect.
Well, I still wanted to check on him. I mean, no matter how nice the farm is, wouldn't he still miss us? Just like we miss him? He loved us. We were his owners. I'm sure he still had to wish...
I know it's hard to understand, son, but you just need to trust in the promises of the brochure. A dog can never feel sorrow on the farm, even if our limited understanding tells us he would. Fido will be perfectly loved and cared for by the farmer. And while we may miss him here, he only knows happiness, and only ever will know happiness from now on.
But see, that's where this really starts to feel weird. How is it even possible for a dog to always be happy, forever? And how could any farm be as perfect as this brochure says? I've never seen any place like this in my life. So when you describe something that's so different from anything I've ever experienced before, and then you try to tell me there's no way to check on it because it's conveniently too far away and has no phone?
Son?
Then I have no evidence that this farm exists. I mean, yeah, there's this brochure, but no disrespect, Mom and Dad. This looks like something you could have made on your printer.
Son, what are you trying to imply?
Well, I love you guys, but I'm not so sure Fido went to a farm.
What do you mean you're not sure? If he's not on a farm, then what do you think happened to him?
I think he died.
Died? What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know exactly how it happened, but somehow he must have gotten sick or hurt, and I guess it was so bad that his body stopped working, so his brain shut down. And now he's just, well, I don't know how to say it other than he's gone.
Yes, gone, just like we've been telling you.
No, I don't mean like gone to a farm or anything else. It's more like he's asleep, but forever.
You mean like he's never going to wake up again? Ever?
I guess not.
What? What a horrible thing to say. How totally depressing.
Depressing? Well, no, not really. I mean, it was really sad when he was gone, and a little worse when I started to realize that he was actually dead. And yeah, when I stopped to think about it, sometimes I still miss him. But I've dealt with it, and I've gotten to where I'm pretty much okay.
No, you're not okay. As a person who believes dogs end up playing forever on a beautiful farm, I can say with absolute confidence that anyone who believes otherwise must be depressed. Your opinion gives you no hope whatsoever.
Wait, how can you know I have no hope? How do you know what I'm feeling about anything at all unless I express those feelings to you?
Well, if you believe Fido is gone forever and will never get to run and play ever again, then as a dog owner, what can you hope for? It's obvious your belief that a dog might die could only lead you to inescapable, crushing despair. And since that's all you have left to live for, I can't see why you wouldn't just sit around waiting until you die too. Or even just kill yourself. You just wind up dead and buried. So in the end, none of it meant anything anyway. At least according to you.
It's a horrible thing to believe about yourself and a horrible thing to believe about your dog. In fact, when you really think about it, you must be glad your dog's dead. Because if you don't think he went to a farm, then that means you just believe in survival of the fittest. So according to you, Fido wasn't the fittest. Therefore, you think it's good that nature took its course and killed him. I hope you're happy, son.
What?
It's obvious you don't believe your dog had any ultimate eternal value. You just think he's a blob of organic material that came about by accident. And that all his joy, all his boundless energy, all the tricks he learned, everything the two of you did together was nothing but the illusion caused by chemical reactions in a brain. To you, he's just a bunch of molecules. So why are his molecules more valuable to you than the molecules that make up dirt or mud or poop? If dogs just kind of evolved into existence yesterday and will rot out of existence tomorrow, then when it's all said and done, what was the point? Philosophically, if worked out to its logical conclusion, this is a horrific way to be a dog owner.
Yeah, from your perspective, what does it even matter how you treat a dog? If you were ever to own another dog, and you most certainly never will as long as you're living under my roof, then I can't see why you wouldn't just beat him, leave him out in the rain, and let him go hungry. In fact, you'd be perfectly fine with tying him down and torturing him to death if that's how you decided to get your kicks.
I would never do a thing like that.
Why not? According to what you believe, that dog would have no intrinsic value, so...
Why do you keep trying to tell me what I believe?
We're not telling you what you believe. You told us yourself. You don't think your dog went to a happy farm.
Let me summarize my views on what modern evolutionary biology tells us loud and clear, and I must say that these are basically Darwin's views. There are no gods, no purposive forces of any kind, no life after death. When I die, I am absolutely certain that I'm going to be completely dead.
There is no God. Now, if that is the case, then this life is all we've got. There's no God who made us. There's no God who knows us. There's no God who's come for us. There's no God to comfort us. And when we die, there's no God to greet us. Just this life. That's all that there is. Philosophically, if worked out to its logical conclusion, this is a horrific way to live your life.
The human race and all of life, the universe, is destined to perish in the eventual heat death of the universe. So there is no purpose.